Okay, guys, today we're going to be starting on our multi-step equations. But before we get there, I just want to do a couple of two-steppers with some decimals in there. Process is the same. You're allowed to use a calculator, so feel free to get one. You could always log on to Desmos.com and use that as well. We want to isolate the x. We look in front of this 13, it's a negative, so we're going to do the opposite and add. And what you do to the left, what you do to the right. That leaves us with 2.5x is equal to 15. X is now being multiplied by 2.5, and the opposite of multiplying is to divide. These guys cancel out, and we get x is equal to, what did that turn out to be? 6. And again, I did use a calculator for that. All right, so this is going to be considered a multi-step, and we kind of did this with the geometry ones. What we want to do is combine like terms that are on the same side of the equals. So you have this equal sign here. I can see that 9x and 6x are on the same side, and they're like because they both have x's. So we're going to combine them up before we start the problem. So minus 12 is equal to 3x plus 15. We want to solve for x, isolate this x. We need to move this plus 15 first. The opposite of plusing is to minus. These guys will cancel out, and we'll get minus 27 is equal to 3x. Divide each side by 3. And we get x is equal to negative 9. Right, these are all yours to be practicing. I will put the key up after the lesson. Before we start doing equations with distributions, let's just go back and remember how to distribute. You want to take this outside number and multiply it to both terms inside. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 7 gets us 21. Moving on to number 8, we're going to take this negative 5. We're going to multiply it to both terms inside. Just be careful of your signs. A negative times a positive gets you a negative, so it's going to be minus 5y. And then a negative times a negative gets us a positive, and 5 times 2 is 10. Doesn't matter the order of what's inside the parentheses. You just make sure you multiply to each term. 4 times 8 is 8. 4 times minus 3 is minus 12z. Here it looks like a minus, but there's really like a little 1 sitting up here. So you're really taking negative 1 and multiplying it inside. Essentially all it does is change the signs. So let me just kind of erase this so we can kind of see what's happening. So basically minus times r is negative r. Minus times 8. Negative 8 is a positive 8. Okay, and then we have some slides for you to, let's see, practice. Which brings us to our bigger multi-step equations with distributions. You want to distribute, then combine like terms. So we're going to distribute first, and then combine like terms, CLT. So let's do the distribution. You're going to take that 4, multiply it to both terms inside. 4 times n is 4n. 4 times negative 6, remember to take that sign in, is minus 24. Minus 1 is equal to 31. What's like on the left side of this equation here are the two numbers. Negative 24 and negative 1 are like, so we're going to combine those up. Minus 24 and another negative 1 is going to get us minus 25. No. Hold on. I hit something on my pen, made it go crazy. So it's going to be minus 25 is equal to 31. You're going to add 25 to both sides. And we get 4n is equal to 56. Dividing each side by 4. And again, if you need a calculator for some of these, that's fine. you get n is equal to 14. Okay, let's try again. I'm going to distribute first. So we're going to take this 2, I'm going to multiply it to each piece inside. So 2 times 1 is 2. 2 minus x is minus 2x plus 3 is equal to negative 8. We want to focus on the left side here. The 2 and the plus 3 are like, so we do want to combine those up. They're on the same side, so we're just combining up. We're not moving to the other side, so we don't do opposites. Positive 2, positive 3 gets us a plus 5. Now as we start moving things to the other side of the equals, we need to use our inverse operations. Subtracting 5. And we get negative 13. Divide by negative 2. These guys cancel. That's going to get us a plus because a negative divided by a negative is a positive, and 13 divided by 2 is 6.5. Okay, let's try another. Here the distribution is a little bit behind. It's not leading, and that's okay too. I'm going to bring down that 5x. I'm going to take positive 2 times x is a plus 2x. Positive 2 times positive 4 is a plus 8. And that's going to equal 67. Combining up our like terms on the left side of the equals. And again, when we combine, we are not doing inverse operations, just combining up terms. Subtract 8, subtract 8. I got 7x is equal to, why do I feel like I made a little mistake here? 5x, 7x, 67. Ooh, I did make a little problem. All right. We're going to have to change this a little bit. Let's keep this at 64. This originally started at, let me see here, 64. Let's go ahead and skip this problem. There's a little typo in it. I apologize. Let's just go to the next one. We've got one more to do, and then we're done. Minus 2 times w, minus 2 times negative 7, doing the distribution. Want to combine like terms. Negative 2w, positive 10w, definitely getting positive answers. 2 of the 10 will cancel out, leaving us with 8. Subtracting 14 from both sides. And now we've got 8w is equal to 24. Dividing through by 8. W is equal to 3. And the rest of the problems on this slide are your turn. We'll fix up that other problem before we get in class tomorrow. All right, guys, I will see you next time in class. Bye.